Hey y'all, here we are. We're gonna be just playing OG today for a little bit of practice. Because yesterday, I didn't end up filming after hole 2. I had a couple buddies came up, we got dubs. Got a legit practice round in with those guys. They left, and then I got another singles round in with another buddy. So I just didn't want to film and too busy and wanted to focus more just on the course. But so today we're gonna get like a pretty legit practice round in. I'm playing OG because it has tighter lines. If you've been to Golden Grove, you know it's tight lines, long holes. We are playing the whites, that's the short, so it's not that long that it's unattainable, but I need to be hitting my lines. And so OG has more tight tree, narrow gap hits than Red Hawk does. So here we are. We're gonna get after this. I'm gonna throw 2 off the tips, and then the rest I'm just gonna be throwing 1. I'm gonna be working on my putts and hitting lines. Making putts, hitting lines, those are my goals here for today. So hopefully on Saturday, if it doesn't blizzard out, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to this weather, but there's about to be a blizzard, maybe 18 inches coming through like Asheville area. Tournament's in Greenville, so that would, pose a little bit of an issue. But if they do hold it, if Corey and the other around Greenville folks still throw it down, we will show up, we will play our best, we will come prepared, and hopefully we'll walk away with some hardware. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a couple of my said. We're just going for gaps, clean lines, down by the basket so we can make some putts, score. All right, that's down there, hit a tree. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can get one underneath the basket. That's circle 1. Drop for a guy and just go in. Oh, okay, another circle 1 putt. We were happy with that. We're off. First shot right here. Just gonna put this in. That's a legit bird there to start with. I'm gonna go ahead and play the longs on the shorter holes, play the shorts on the long little gentlemen. Because like I said, we're just focusing on gaps, making putts. That's what we're working on. That's what we're gonna focus. Okay, here we are, hole 2. Just walked away with a birdie, that is awesome. I'm just gonna try, let's go watermelon hex. Throw it down the right side, hit this gap, land up softly underneath the basket. That is the goal. 280 feet from here, so a little bit of a pull, but pretty much just straight, so we fade down left right under the basket. Little high, but we're gonna make a push, should give us a putt, hit a tree. Now we're making a putt from the bottom of the hill, save par. Shorter than I would have liked, whatever. We're gonna go with a gift from my buddy Jake Shelby, A3. I'm gonna go for the high stabber, so hopefully we don't get a roll away. This has a little bit of grip to it. Might just hit it. Let's go, baby. See, that's what we need in the tournament. Confident throws like that, confidence builder type practice rounds. That's what I'm looking to do here. Hopefully we can continue that. But as it is disc golf, we will see if we can continue some of this, you know what I'm saying, chain hangy type. We are now on hole 3, 290 downhill. I'm gonna throw the hex, have that little bit of comeback, like do a standstill, throw it down there lightly. As you guys can see, basket's kind of, right in line with that. Want to crash down, tournament plays, hit it on the grass, scooch it up to the basket. Kind of a touch shot here, but like I said, we're focusing on hitting lines, making putts. Put a pretty decent bit on that. Now if we'll come back. Oh, I am deep by the log, but we are not in the water. Not a bad look. We'll give it a shot. All right, here we are. Putt is right here on the other side of the log, and haven't showed you yet, but I've been putting Wizards. I'm doing the triple soft SSS. These are 170 weights. Pulled these out of a stock of discs I bought. Really like the Dark Ace stamp. You know the Dark Ace folks, shout out all the homies up there. Go ahead, give this guy a bid. Oh, man. We didn't get it. We did not get that one, guys. Okay. That is a spit out. I'm not mad about a spit out. Paul Uleberry said if you do hit chains, at least you're hitting chains. So it's something to be positive about for your, especially on your practice round, but in your tournament, if you're hitting chains, that was left side, should be right. But at least I'm hitting chains. That is a positive, not a negative, especially for the mindset. Big factor in the mindset. And that's one of the main things we're trying to figure out how to do, especially me, not playing that many tournaments, getting ready for my first one of the season. Those are the things that I'm thinking about a lot. Well, a lot. All right, here we are sitting at hole 4, around 400 feet to this basket, little under it. I'm gonna go with the new Millennium Zodiac. I put my special donut stamp, the Corby donut stamp. Big fan. I've been trying to work this thing. I don't think I'm quite ready for the stability of it. 10-6, neg 1-2, I say that, but it's got the halo kind of champion style and of a serious, I think the plastic is for Millennium. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a rip and see if we can't get down there with a long putt, hopefully. Okay, we're going locals, push through, kick out. All right, not the greatest pull, but that was my first throw with that here today. So maybe we'll get that tweaked up here in a second and have a couple. Okay, we are right over here. Not horrible, looking at right around 100 feet. I'm gonna run it back with the A3 so I don't have to worry about touch. Sky it up, dig it down right next to the basket. No stress. Ooh, I almost got another throw in. Yo, when your discs are throwing well, throw the discs that are throwing well with you. Use that, build your confidence. That's something that I definitely am working on. You have to build your confidence to make these long putts. Any throw in, that's what I'm working on outside of hitting lines, making putts, build my confidence. So I'm going up to my disc, not terrified. I'm trying to not be terrified. That's almost all I'm trying to do. Okay, really happy with this in tournament. Save your par. Make the right decision. I like to throw a skip shot there, but just throw the high stabber. Let it sit right under the basket. We'll live to fight another day. No blood. As you can see, hole 5, here we go. Long guy, across the road where that white stake is. Right across that is where the basket is. I'm looking at a solid 485 feet. I'm just gonna go ahead, hit him with the turn, a little Corby donut, see what we can do. I'm really wanting to hit this gap right here, but I'll take that gap right there if I don't have the best shot. I'm actually not mad about hitting that right gap, made it through. I'm either gonna have to do a spike or go through the trees. We'll figure it out. Gonna go with the Honey Bear Raptor right over the top. Stab it down, putt it in. As long as we didn't get any kind of crazy ground play, that should be perfect. In tournaments, from the shorts, this is playing par 4. I'm gonna go ahead, take this birdie, on to hole 6. Here we are, hole 6. To the gap, we're right at 300-ish, maybe like 320 is what we're looking for. But it's up here, not past the windmill, but up dogleg right, all the way to the basket. It's around 500 feet. Really hard uphill, adds another 25, 30 feet. Donut turn, putting it in the gap. Think I got the distance? Get the push, give me my gap. Give me a roll down. There you go. Roll down and up towards the basket, or down is not the end of the world. I should have a gap there. So let's see, uphill throw we go. I do want to try this wave that Taegon died. See if we can just get it up there. This is a big pull, always club up anyhow. Understable, float to the right. Anyways, a little north of it, but that should be a downhill like 11 footer. So that is definitely what we're looking for. Straddle it is. Little 10 footer. Got to make those. We'll take another. That's actually an eagle. This plays like a hole 5 from the shorts. Very attainable. 1, 2, 3. That's how you get an eagle from the shorts. Hole 7, we're looking about 340, 330 into jail over on the trees on the right. You can't see it. I'm gonna go Corby Donut Roadrunner right by this left tree, hit this gap that I'm going for, and then crank this putt in a second. Okay, it's passed. See if we get an anti-skip like we want. A little bit, probably leave me like a 35 footer, hopefully. Go ahead and point and shoot here. Well, hitting pole is never a horrible thing. We'll take our tap in and we'll keep it moving. If you played this course before, you definitely know that hole 7 can bite you. Ton of gel over here, ton of gel up to the left. And if you get in there and you don't have a lane out, you're stuck like Chuck. I've seen people take 9s, 11s, including myself. Great hole to take a par on, no blood, let's go. 170 foot, hole 8, guys. Pretty straightforward, lightweight Zeke Light Cicada. I'm just gonna throw it down, go for a little skip under the basket, tap in. That's what we're looking for here. See if Zeke can help us out. Shout out Zeke, the son of Joseph from another round. Don't know if you guys heard of him. Shout out. Got it high, so you get local. No local, but I get a UFO. Sorry about that, guys. I got a UFO instead of a Zeke Light. As we can see, we are down here. You don't like this in a tournament, but I'm gonna go for a little overhand slap, hopefully get me within circle 1. Okay. Ooh, that sounded good. Let's see what we got. That was a phenomenal shot. I love that. Gotta have those utility repair shots. And then you gotta make your putts. Even if they're the left side of the chains, you gotta make your putts. We'll take that par, no blood. That is a really good second shot for me. We get lucky sometimes. Here we are. I'm just gonna run a wave just because my buddy Taegon dyed it. We're looking at right around 250, something like that. Maybe a little shorter, it's uphill, but I'm gonna go for the 1. Just didn't want to throw it that hard. Gives us a skip. Pretty big skip, so that should have us right under the basket. Maybe a 10-foot putt. We'll take it. That was a good shot. Still like a 20-foot tester. These are kind of the ones I've been struggling with. So what I'll say is I have been making sure I do my routine on the ones that I'm uncomfortable with. Put my marker down, point it at the basket, clear up my area. My routine goes, look at the marker, put it in line with the basket, look at the basket, choose your link, and then tell yourself just to put it in. So, Corbin, put it in. Bottom of the chains, top of the basket, and we're in for another bird. This one, once again, hole 9, we played the shorts. Really just wanted to hit this line. Didn't necessarily need to throw the longer shot, but that's just particular for me, what I'm working on. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little recap on kind of what I was really wanting to succeed in this round as a practice round. And I think I did that. Hitting lines, making putts. I missed a couple putts, but I gave good bids. I hit metal, happy about that. Hit chain on a couple. And to correct myself from the walk back a second ago, I played 3 from the shorts. Hole 9 got played from the shorts too. So yeah, it's all about just building my confidence for my tournament that's coming up on Saturday. So a big thing to tie into that is exactly what I'm doing now, is being prepared with layers. You have to have layers. You have to have the layers that make you feel comfortable. I would have been okay with playing in these layers. I was in fact playing in these to start with, but now that the sun is going down, we're in a perfect situation. Before we get back in the car, go ahead and throw our stuff back on. Make sure we got all of our disc in the places that we like to have them. For me personally, for a tournament, that's massive. Going in, having your disc in the slot they're supposed to be in. But as far as as far as being prepared mentally for me, I'm really working on my routine, as you might have noticed today, telling myself those exact things like I did during the round. Select good shots, pick the right disc. I know that I'm not very touchy. I don't have the best touch, not right now anyway, so I pick some more stable disc to throw sometimes, just to go ahead and make for a less, for me, it's a less difficult situation and process to commit to it if I'm choosing something more stable. That way you finish up hopefully closer to the basket on those throws where you're worried about the touch, or if you have any kind of concern of your own, adapt that for yourself. We all have our own concerns about what's difficult, what gets in our head, all of that. And so those are the things that I'm really working on, keeping all my stuff in order. And yes, I use a child's cart. This is the Thor 3000, TH 3000, or Taegon Hucks 3000. Yes, I named it Thor to make it seem a little more bad, you know. But anyhow, I've got my gloves, I've got my heating pockets, I've got my glasses, I've got 2 bottles of water here.